Dear friends, in class 9 we are studying 8th lesson quadrilaterals, and in exercise 8.1 we have 6th question. Diagonal AC of parallelogram ABCD bisects angle A, show that it bisects angle C also. And second part we have to show that ABCD is a rhombus. Let us see how it can be solved. So first thing we need to write given thing. We are given quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. So quadrilateral ABCD is parallelogram. We are also given that AC bisects angle A. AC bisects angle A. It means angle DAC equals to BAC. Therefore, angle DAC equals to angle BAC. This is given to us. We have to show that first part. We have to show first part is it bisects angle C. Now see, we are given DAC equals to BAC, that is these two angles are equal, and we are given quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. As quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram, we know opposite sides are equal. So we can say opposite sides are equal. It means AD equals to BC and AB equals to CD. Opposite sides are, these are opposite sides of parallelogram. Opposite sides of parallelogram. Now see, we are given DAC equals to BAC, but DAC equals to ACB or BCA. Please watch carefully. This angle is congruent to this angle. Reason is they are alternate angles formed by parallel lines and transversal. So we can say that angle DAC equals to angle BCA. BCA. Reason is alternate angles. Now similarly BAC, this angle is congruent to this angle. It is also alternate angles. So angle BAC is equal to angle DCA. DCA, reason is alternate angles. Now watch carefully. We are given DAC equals to BAC, DAC equals to BAC. If left hand sides are equal, it means right hand side must also be equal. So we will get you can say comparing. Let's give this equation number 1, 2 and 3. So comparing equations. Comparing equations 1, 2 and 3, we can say that angle BCA equals to angle DCA. Now we have got angle BCA equals to DCA. These two angles are equal. It means AC bisects angle C. Therefore, we can say that AC bisects angle C. Now see, second part we have to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. So second part, to show quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. Now we have already studied in a triangle. Angles opposite to congruent sides are congruent and converse of it is. If two angles are congruent, it means sides opposite to them are also congruent. It is converse of isosceles triangle theorem. You can see the earlier videos. In that you will get this theorem. So here we will get, we have got DAC equals to DCA. Watch carefully. DAC is this angle and DCA is this angle. See, all these angles are equal to one another. It means DAC equals to DCA D DAC equals to DCA. So again we can say from 1, 2 and 3, from 1, 2 and 3, angle DAC equals to angle DCA. If these two angles are congruent, it means sides opposite to them must be congruent. So we have already studied theorem in a triangle. In a triangle, sides opposite to congruent angles are congruent, or equal angles are equal. Congruent angles are congruent. Therefore, we can say that AD equals to CD. AD equals to CD. But we have already said AD equals to BC and CD equals to AB. CD equals to AB, these two are equal, and AD equals to BC, AD equals to BC. This we have already said. Now we are saying AD equals to CD, means these two adjacent sides are equal. So if adjacent sides are equal, opposite sides will also be equal. It means all sides are equal. So we can say that thus, or you can say, but quadrilateral ABCD is parallelogram. It means, therefore we can say that AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to AD. All four sides are equal. It means quadrilateral ABCD is a rhombus. Therefore, it is a parallelogram with all sides equal. Hence, quadrilateral ABCD is rhombus. Thus, we have proved the second part of the question.